there's a lot more talk about the downside guarantee. That was also Ace. When Johnny Ace came on board, the pay got a little bit more across the board the same for everybody, and it got to be all about the downside guarantee. So then it got to be where, and it still confuses me. It got to be like, if I'm working towards my pay, my end result lump sum that I would be guaranteed to make in a year, then once you get to that point, once you're almost to that point, they stop using you on house shows. I think Jim Ross is awesome. He's really good at what he does. Don't want to talk about his personal life. I will if you want, but no, we won't. When Stephanie McMahon asked me, do I want to do this part, play this lady, be part of the group, and I said, heck yeah, man, just give me something I can sink my teeth into. You're always auditioning for the next round of TV or the next storyline, or and then there's politics behind that. So you're not only a talent in the ring, but you have to be a craftsman politically outside of that.
Ultimately, it's always up to somebody with a clipboard.
Yeah.
No matter what you do. Yeah.
And the people with the clipboards got to be worse and worse and worse. And unfortunately, you don't get like reciprocation in the wrestling world. If I work this hard, then I get this reward, or I get this spot, or I get this opportunity, or I get a new challenge that I can rise to. They just kind of want to see how hard you'll work, and they'll just keep letting you work that hard. And when a guy like Brock Lesnar comes on board, brand new, young guy, and the company goes, oh, let's make a shining star out of him. Bradshaw's just like, I'll wipe your Oh, you mean you knocked out Bob Holly and you sent so-and-so to the hospital, and him too, and oh, you don't know how to wrestle? I'll wipe your still. So we were kind of like, we're like the kids of you, the wife, and the gardener. We're happy because our family's kind of happy.
Rewind that 10 times, get a schematic, and you'll get there. There's something there. It's there.
That's one of the Ivory analogies. China was one of those insecure people. She was mean. And working with her prior to that was like when we first started laying hands on each other, she was like, okay, Ivory, you know how to pull hair, right? I was like, oh my God. It's like, I'm just not snotty. I'm snotty to you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, and I'm snotty behind people's backs. But it's like getting off of a wild bull, and then saying, oh, let's go dress up and have a party afterwards. It doesn't really compare. So it's kind of the getting the show going, And you're breaking your ass every day working out with them, and then you come back to the reality of our show where you will be chased off and out of the ring, vet Ivory, by who? Miss Katie, because she's so scary. And I couldn't stand her we did our second Diva photo shoot, and I had a total meltdown at that photo shoot. It was in not the Caribbean, but one of those other places.
Were you being a diva?
I was being a bikini-clad diva.
What's going on? Why'd you have your meltdown?
Because it's not what I do.
Right. What's the perception of Triple H now? Does it all change?
Yes. Yeah. I can write storylines, but I'm not gonna butt kiss to get them pushed. I don't want to do it. And also, I already felt too, like if I'm getting paid to take bumps and handle all this travel and show up all these promos that you don't get paid for, why can't the writers write storylines?